What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming back with part 2. I'm going to reread some of this again. It says, in the Stanford case, prosecutor said that witnesses, so a lot of people, well, some people saw Turner, 20 years old, on top of the woman as she lay motionless outside a fraternity party in January 2015. So she was motionless, she was drunk, or somebody probably slipped her, did a Rick Ross on her, put a Molly in it, and she didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what the fuck happened, because drugs is very high. A lot of methods in there, you know what I'm saying? But they take the brightest students to put them in a frat club. You can't be a dumb motherfucker and be in a frat club. You can't be. Why? Because they need these people who are bright so everybody could look up to them. Oh, look at this person. He is so smart. And that person that's so smart is also so fucking wicked, but you don't know it. You don't know it whatsoever. Oh, look, see, you could be just like that person, but you don't know what the fuck that person did in fucking college. You don't know, because a lot of rituals that these Masons do, and also a lot in these Greek frat clubs and sorority clubs, they do the same thing, almost the same thing as them. It's not to the extreme as the Masonic order, because the Masonic order, they're hitting their degrees, they're hitting their rituals hard. But there is some rituals that you have to do in the sorority club and the fraternity club. And again, I reiterate, the fraternity is the men's and the sororities is the women. There's a lot of witchcraft, voodoo, enchantment, self-worship. And the biggest thing, that they have to do is have it appear that they are for the people and doing good, even though they're not. And they're being trained so well to be against everybody, while they strive to be part of the brotherhood and sisterhood, so they can get the perks, so they can get the be newscasters, so they can get the places of journalism, so they can get all the engineering jobs and everything like that, because those are the fucking jobs that these motherfuckers take. The top paying jobs and the top paying salaries are coming out of these schools, but you don't understand that these schools, that they have paid the debt already, so they can run that corporation. And again, black women, you have to understand, these men that you look up to that came out of Yale, which were the Skull and Bones, was born in Yale University. I'm about to hit that pretty soon. Probably 4 or 5 videos from now, or even 6, because I got so much. But Skull and Bones was born in Yale University. All these prestige schools have frat and sororities, and are making their way in other schools. So you have to understand, when witnesses seen that, and see the guy, that 20-year-old scum of the earth, Brock Turner, fuck on top of a girl, fucking her, while she is motionless. I want you to understand why alcohol is considered a drug, because it incapacitates you once you take too much of it. It's called overdosing, or overdosing on alcohol. They call getting drunk. You get drunk, you come under the influence. And with all that witchcraft and wizardry and all that enchantment and voodoo that they do, the drug is just the catalyst that induces the wickedness. So therefore you go and do what you have to do in wicked. Everybody who's part of the fraternity and the sorority, every one of them are fucking wicked. I don't give a damn if anybody get upset with me. I don't give a damn if your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your aunt. I don't give a damn who gets upset with me. I'm only telling the truth. I'm only telling the truth. So when that victim was drunk and incapacitated, more likely Brock Turner was drunk, but he wasn't drunk enough where he was just so incapacitated. He had to get a little tipsy so he could do what he have to do, because it's all part of the fucking ritual. Folks, what are we reading in this paper? We reading a ritual that got busted. That's what the fuck we reading in this paper. A ritual that got fucking busted. Then it says, when Turner ran away, 2 students tackled and held him for police, prosecutors said. Isn't that something we ought to take a page of that? When we see someone getting assaulted, we should automatically go up there and help that person out. Now, am I saying every assault? No. You have to have discernment. Because like I said so many times, there's people getting assault that deserves every bit. You want to be a black woman who only choose thugs and bad boys? Well, please don't expect a good man to protect your fucking ass, huh? So if he's smacking you upside your fucking head, I'm going to fuck the other way, because you wanted that bad boy, because he know how to turn money into money, and he does it in wickedness. You want to choose wickedness? When wickedness is done to you, don't expect me to be righteous to bail you out of your wicked state. Same thing with you no good men in my community. You want to be wicked? You want to do all kind of wickedness and shit? And if somebody come looking for your ass, don't expect me to bail you out. Shoot, if you ain't going to be part of righteousness business, what the fuck you think righteousness is going to be associated and be part of your business? The only time I'm a part of any wickedness business is to call the shit on the carpet. That's what the fuck it is. A sharp rebuke. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why I hope this woman was not part of the sorority, because if she's part of the sorority, then I don't feel sorry for her, because she knows what she has to do to get in. She knows it. I've spoken to so many people who've been part of the frat, who've seen a whole lot of shit and got the fuck out. Yes, there's a high recruitment. They have them down here in Drexel. They have it down there in University of Penn. These frat and sorority Greek fraternities and sororities. They have them down here, and the reason why the turnover is so great is because when people get in, they think it's a brotherhood, they think it's a sisterhood, it's something great. But a lot of them, when they realize what the fuck is going on, they get out, because there is some level of consciousness. That's why they always advertise. I've seen them. I even question folks on and talk to people who's in the Greek society, and I have to give them a little bit of history. Like, all right, you part of the Greek society. Yeah, it goes back to Alexander the Greek, and I began to expand on history of the Greeks and let them know that, hey, the Greek people were also black people. Do you know that the Greeks were black people? Well, those black people who was in captivity under the Alexander the Greek were actually Jews. And then I began to tell them about even the Bible is translated from the Hebrew to the what? To the Greek. Come on, because we had Greek-speaking Jews who were dark-skinned people, and I blew their fucking asses away. And folks but black folks, y'all crack me up. Y'all have to understand, in the captivity that we were under the Greeks, or the so-called Greeks, because Alexander, he called himself the Macedonians, then he called himself the Greek, but he's neither a Macedonian, he's neither a Greek. He conquered the Greek, which was another dark nation too, not us, and then he took that land and called himself Alexander the Greek. And Alexander the Greek, his people used to take a iron stick and brand us with Greek letters. So folks don't understand, black folks don't understand, even in the Greek, when you're part of the Greek society, brothers, if you're part of the sorority, sisters, you're under an oppressor automatically. There's a little history there. So they tackled this motherfucker and held him for the police. It says Turner in March was convicted of intent to rape an intoxicating and unconscious person, penetration of an intoxicated person. Wait a minute. I want you to understand, attempt to rape, but also penetration of a toxic woman. He fucking raped her. He fucking raped her. See, that's how his brotherhood is going to help them. Got that 6 months. Attempt to rape and penetration more likely carries a less sentence. But let's lower all of this down. No, he fucking raped her. By law, I'm quoting the law, by law, I want everybody to understand this shit. By law, any woman or any man who is incapacitated, they cannot say yes, they cannot say no, because they render unable or incapable of saying yes and no. So if you're incapable of saying yes or no, by logic and by law, that constitutes rape. So what the fuck attempt to rape, judge? Oh, because you're part of that same brotherhood too. You fucking bitch. You scum of the earth. And we wonder why a lot of times, we wonder why justice is never ever fair. Look who's behind the fucking bench. Then it says of an unconscious person, his lawyer said that he was considering appealing the conviction and had filed a notice of intent to appeal with the court. So I gotta get on black women and get on these mama boys in my community. This motherfucker don't want to take responsibilities for his own fucking action because he's so fucking prideful, because he thinks he can get away with it, with everything. So he's going to file and make an appeal. Why? Because he doesn't want to go through anything. He just want to smack on a hand. Look, don't do that and shit like that. Well, he did. 6 months? What the fuck? 6 fucking months. 6 fucking months. Meanwhile, there's children out there in my community who's been molested, and they came and take the child away, and that child may be doing 8 months or a year, 2 years, some even 5 years in group home. Meaning to tell me my little kids in my community are doing more time than a rapist. Isn't that something? But everybody want to talk about this fucking equality shit. Fuck out of here. An online petition at change.org urging the removal of the judge had collected more than 400 clicks of support by Tuesday afternoon, and a largely symbolic gesture. So people they just collecting signatures. They want the judge removed, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. A woman was raped, and I'm against raping a woman. I'm totally against that. Understand that. But like I said, if this woman was part of the sorority, the sisterhood, then I can't feel sorry for her. I can't feel sorry for her. Because all that wickedness that she has done. So I had to do that, because when people take this newspaper and they read it, they see a lot of injustice. But if they don't understand the fraternity, they don't know who's behind the bench, they don't know what the fuck is going on with the secret societies, they would not be able to understand it and actually break this article down like I just did. Some of us can break articles down like this. It's understanding the system. Who controls it? What doctrine are they going by? You know what I'm saying? What rituals is connected to that doctrine? So there's a whole lot of shit that has to be talked about. There's a whole lot of shit that has to be studied. And one thing that I said so many times that I cannot stand is for the motherfuckers to sit up there and tell me, oh, you wrong or you making no sense, but yet ain't bring nothing to the table. And can't even tell me, it can't even prove to me how I'm wrong, but telling me that I'm wrong. By logic, that makes you a fucking hypocrite. Why? Because you have to prove now that I'm wrong. See, if you're telling me that I'm wrong because you feel that I don't have proof, then your job is to have proof that I am wrong. Because see, you have no proof and telling me that I'm wrong, you're a fucking jackass and you're a fucking hypocrite. But again, this story was sent to me a while ago. You could tell a while ago. A while ago by one of my subscribers, Chastity Prejean. You know, and she really did us a great service in bringing this article to light, because I wanted to edify my people, edify every other nation, you know, and also get on you women. Women got to think. Anybody think about joining a fraternity, sororities, don't even. And if you are part of it, get the fuck out and don't hand me that shit. Well, I'm part of the sorority, or I'm part of a frat club, and nothing like that goes on. You're a fucking liar. Because that's why they call it's a secret club. Sure, they advertise it, but what y'all do is in secret, and y'all ain't supposed to tell. Because y'all have an oath to the sisterhood and brotherhood. And for your information again, the police force, the Fraternal Order of Police, the FOP, Fraternal, Fraternity, that puts every police officer, men and women, under the brotherhood and sisterhood. That's why we have the blue wall of silence, like I said before. Blue represents the 3 degrees and the largest. The wall represents the secret you can't get out of. And silence means your secret is safe with me. Come on now. It's right there, hidden in plain sight. So I want to hear what everybody has to say. No, I'm anxious. Now, wish I knew if that woman was part of the fraternity, because if she is part of the fraternity, then I'm going to go ham on that woman. But as of now, I have no proof, so I'm not going to speak in ignorance. So I'm going to treat her, just like they said, innocent till proven guilty, right? I'm going to treat her as a victim. Till then, I'm the raw truth. Peace.